It was nearly Halloween on the island of Sodor, and Henry was pulling some trucks. He was carrying some slate around the island, but he didn't get very far. As he approached the junction, he had to stop. The points were in the wrong direction. I really wish someone would just change the points. We engines can't do it ourselves. But then there was trouble. Henry ran straight into the steamworks. Henry! What's the matter, my friend? And where's your tender? Henry, he was still feeling a bit shaky, managed to speak. Sorry, Victor. Sorry, Kevin. Something crashed into my trucks, and now there's a big mess everywhere. And without my tender, I can't produce coal. And now, before Henry could finish, a black, mysterious engine was bashing into him. Ouch! Then it zoomed off. The black, mysterious engine bumped into Victor. Oh, don't worry, boss. I'll get you back on the rails, I think. Kevin went back and he went onto the track. He grabbed his hook and he pulled Victor back onto the rails. Thank you, Kevin. Are you okay, Henry? No. I need repaired. Okay. But we're going to need to get your tender. Meanwhile, back at the accident, Harvey and Edward were sorting out the mess. Edward was putting the trucks away, while Harvey pushed Henry's tender to the steamworks. Hello. Just bringing Henry's tender. Just then, Edward came back. I'll take it in for you, Harvey. Thanks, Edward. Edward Henry's tender back. Oi, you narrator! What? I don't have a tender. I'm only just a little tank engine. I'm sorry, that wasn't meant to happen. Just forget that never happened. Okay. Anyways, Harvey went back along the line. Once he was gone, Edward pushed the tender into the steamworks. Thank you, Edward. No problem. I'll just let the Fat Controller know that what's just happened to Henry. Will it be fixed? Probably soon. I hope I get fixed soon. Edward then puffed away. At Tinmer's sheds, Thomas, Percy, James and Gordon noticed Henry hadn't returned. It's going to be dark soon, and Henry still hasn't turned up. And I wonder why the Fat Controller sent us here at the sheds. It's not even dark yet. I shall be out pulling the express. Just then, the Fat Controller arrived. Henry has just had an accident today. He will be at the steamworks till tomorrow. Poor Henry. I hope he'll be alright. Don't worry, James. He'll be fine. Thomas is right. We'll be getting another engine sleeping at the sheds tonight. Just then, Emily arrived. The fat controller moved off the turntable. And Emily puffed into the sheds. I'll leave you all to it. Emily will be sleeping in the sheds tonight. And the fat controller left. That night, Henry was being repaired. The workmen were fixing him up since Victor and Kevin were now asleep. It took a long time, and a very, very, very long time. So long, Henry fell asleep during it. Soon, the workmen stopped repairing for the night. They went to have their break, and Henry just slept at the steamworks. The next morning, the fat controller arrived at the sheds. The engines were all wondering if Henry had been fixed. Has Henry been fixed yet, sir? Not yet, Emily. There's quite a lot of work to do on him. So, today, Emily, I would like you to do Henry's jobs for the day. Oh, yes, sir. I'll go ahead and do Henry's jobs right away. Splendid. Off you go, then. So, Emily moved onto the turntable. And she steamed off to do Henry's jobs. The fat controller gave the other engines their jobs. Jordan, you are to pull the express. Yes, sir. And Gordon steamed away. James, you are to pull the trucks today. But, sir, I don't want to pull trucks. Well, James, you could either pull trucks or you could stay in the shed. I don't want any confusion and delay on my railway. Ugh. Yes, sir, I'll pull the trucks. James did not like pulling trucks, and he puffed away in a huff. Percy, you are to pull the mail. Yes, sir. I'll pull the mail right away. And Percy puffed away. Thomas, as for you, I want you to work on your branch line. Yes, sir. And Thomas puffed away. Thomas arrived at Farquhar Station. He was getting ready to get his passengers. But what Thomas didn't realise was at Timber Sheds, Diesel 10 was with a silver tank engine. So listen here. Your job is, you need to get that blue pop ball and derail him.
Radio, boss. Even though he kinda looks like me,
He's still an imposter. The silver engine was Timothy. Diesel 10 was using him to get rid of the engines. Timothy backed away to get Thomas. I'm my boss. Go! Thomas, move! The loud bang made Clarabelle pass out. But Thomas and his other coach, Annie, didn't realise this. The passengers began to scream. What's wrong with the passengers? Suddenly, Diesel 10 crashed into the coaches. Ah! A ghost! Thomas tried to puff away, but Annie and Clarabelle were off the tracks. Now Annie was knocked out too. The coaches had broken windows and glass. Suddenly, Thomas's coupling snapped, but Thomas didn't notice. Thomas was puffing along the line. With a sudden jerk, the point switched, and Thomas had come off the tracks. Kevin rushed over to help. No worries, boss. Thomas, we'll soon get you back on the rails. Be careful, and don't forget Annie and Clarabelle. Kevin went back to the steamworks. I already have Annie and Clarabelle. But Thomas looked back. Annie and Clarabelle were missing. Cinders and ashes! I must find them! And Thomas went back and went down the other track towards Tim's sheds. Meanwhile, Diesel had put Diesel 10 back on the tracks. Timothy was gone because he was a ghost engine. Diesel 10 went back to find Splatter and Dodge. Diesel went too. Meanwhile, Percy was pulling the mail. He arrived at Farquhar. He stopped. Percy was surprised. He saw Annie and Clarabelle, but Thomas wasn't there. Percy moved a bit closer so the workmen could unload the mail trucks. Why are Annie and Clarabelle lying on the floor? Hey, are you two okay? But Annie and Clarabelle didn't answer. They just remained entranced and silent. I wonder what's wrong. Thomas was upset. He looked everywhere for Annie and Clarabelle, and now he was going to be late. But he had an idea. Maybe if I go back along to Farquhar Station, I might see Annie and Clarabelle there. And Thomas puffed away. Thomas went round the corner. As soon as he saw Annie and Clarabelle, he went faster and crashed into Percy. Percy put his brakes on. He thought Thomas was bullying him. He went back towards him. Oh, sorry, Percy. Wait, Percy tried to stop. But then... I said sorry! But Thomas, my brakes are broken! Thomas raced to the steamworks. He bashed into Victor. And Percy slammed into Thomas. The mail trucks derailed, but Percy and Thomas now off the tracks, and Victor too. Emily was still staying at Tidmouth Sheds. Henry had now come back though. Where are Thomas and Percy? Well, Gordon, they had an accident. Nia was sleeping in the sheds too. Because Thomas and Percy have had an accident, that's why I've been sent here. and I'll be sleeping here for another night. Just then, the Fat Controller arrived. As you know, Thomas and Percy have had an accident, so Nia is going to stay with us until they get repaired. But another good special occasion is Henry has now returned to the island's Tidmouth Sheds. Welcome back, Henry. Thank you, sir. And Emily, thank you for doing my jobs. No problem, Henry. Now, I must go to the steamworks. I need to talk to Thomas and Percy. I'll come back tomorrow for your jobs. And the engines went to sleep. At the steamworks, Thomas and Percy were getting repaired. They were very sorry for what happened to each other. There! Thomas was nearly coming out. Are you okay back there, Thomas? No, Percy. I'm being dragged all over the place. Then there was trouble. Thomas got caught. And then he was flicked out. Thomas came rolling out and into the steamworks shed. Work stopped. The Fat Controller arrived. He was very, very angry. Thomas and Percy! I am very, very disappointed with you two! Racing around the island, trying to crash into each other, you've both caused confusion and delay. Thomas, going off without Annie and Clarabelle, that's very dangerous. But I didn't know they were not there, sir. I don't want to hear your excuses, Thomas. And Percy, charging at other engines is very bad. I will have to send you to work with the trucks for the next few days. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Thomas, your punishment. You're gonna get your job fixed tomorrow. And the Fat Controller left angrily. And work continued on Percy. Thomas was very sad. But he knew he would be fixed in the morning. Meanwhile, Diesel, Splatter, Dodge, and Diesel 10 had very evil plans of their own. Is he here, boss? Yeah, Diesel 10. Wait, you three. They'll be coming in a minute. Just then, a blue tank engine, who looks just like Thomas, puffed into scene. Diesel 10 grinned evilly. This is All Engines Go, Thomas. All Engines Go, Thomas just smiled. At your service, Diesel 10. I'm ready to cause some trouble. Tell us, who created you? This company called Mattel, and I was animated by the Canadian film studio Nelvana. I am here to take over all Thomas and Friends merchandise, well, except for useful. Very good. Where's your little green caterpillar? He's coming. Just then, an engine who looks like Percy appeared. Hello, my name is All Engines Go, Percy. Tell us about yourself, little green caterpillar. I'm afraid of the dark, and pandas, and high places. Then All Engines Go Percy looked down. Maybe I shouldn't look down. We're on a really high place. Calm down, my little friends. Starting tomorrow, we will take over the island of Sodor, and we will have the other engines who look just like you crash and have epic accidents. Whatever you say, Master. Master? And then Diesel 10 went to make some more All Engines Go characters. The next morning, the engines woke up to a strange surprise. Look everyone, Percy's back. But the other engines didn't realise it was Diesel 10's All Engines Go Percy. I'm back everyone. Did you miss me? Well, Percy, you do sound a little bit more like a child. I know, I like talking like a child, Gordon. Oh, okay. Oh, Percy, you're sounding quite ridiculous. Well, you've got a ridiculous coat of paint, James. Oh. James just growled angrily. Just then, the Fat Controller arrived. Good morning, everybody. As you've just noticed, Percy has came back. Percy, I need to talk to you. Yes, sir? I don't want you hurting any other engines. I want you to be on a more better behavior. Yes, sir. Wait, hang on. Where's Henry? Oh, yeah, Henry's gone. Oh, he's probably pulling the flying kipper. No, Henry's just doing his jobs, I think. But secretly, the Fat Controller didn't know where Henry was. Percy, I want you to deliver the trucks like I told you last night. Yes, sir. Emily, you'll pull the mail today. Thank you, sir. Nia, I want you to pull Annie and Clarabelle. Yes, sir. James, you get to pull the express today. What? But sir, I pull the express. Yes, Gordon, but Henry's not here. I need you to help go off and try and find him for me. Yes, sir. And the Fat Controller left. Percy pulled out of the shed and he set off. But then there was trouble. Percy couldn't fit under the bridge. He went back and he decided to go the other way round. As soon as the All Engines Go Percy is gone, all the other engines went to do their jobs. The real Percy was stuck. He was on top of Diesel 10's evil lair mansion. Oh, I hope Thomas is all right. Just then, the All Engines Go Thomas approached him. Hello, Percy. Thomas, you're fixed. I know I am. Just wanted to let you know the Fat Controller wants me to go work on my branch line again. Didn't he say he wanted you to do other jobs? No, he's changed his mind. I gotta go do my work now. See ya. And All Engines Go Thomas puffed away to cause confusion and delay. Meanwhile, back at the steamworks, the real Thomas was getting fixed. There you go, Thomas. You're fixed. Just be careful what you and Percy do in the future. Okay, Victor. I promise. And Thomas puffed away. As he puffed down the line, he met the All Engines Go Percy. Hello, Thomas. Percy, you look taller than me. Don't worry, Thomas. It's just when I got fixed. Victor said it's alright. I've got a little surprise for you to say sorry. Really? Yes. Close your eyes. So Thomas closed his eyes, and all engines go Percy puffed away with him. Soon they got to the junction. All engines go Percy flipped Thomas and jumped onto the platform. Then he pushed him up somewhere high. Once up, all engines go Percy put Thomas next to the real Percy. Open your eyes. Huh? Thomas! Who said that? Wait, two Percys? Who are you? Who are you? Nice work. Who's that? Oh, Diesel 10. I might have known. Alright, Pinchy. Let's go and see if our little blue locomotive can replace the other engines. Ha. But what will happen to all the other engines? I don't know. What will happen to the other engines on Sodor? I just want to say Happy Halloween. Will Timothy cause more problems? Find out in the next part of the episode. It will be more Halloweeny. To be continued.